The following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 8th chapter, text number 31, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on October 11th, 1974, in Mayapur, India.
My dear Krishna, Yashoda took up a rope to bind you when you committed an offense, and your perturbed eyes overflooded with tears, which washed the mascara from your eyes. And you were afraid, though fear personified is afraid of you. This sight is bewildering to me.
Gopyadadi tai pitagashi damatavat jati dasasu kalilanjana sambramaksam bhaktang bhayabhavanaya sitasya samang vimohayati bhirapi jadviveti. So, this is the description of Krishna's becoming Damodar. Krishna's another name is Damodar. The Damodar temple, Radha Damodar temple, is there in Vrindavan, and I was staying there. Still I have my 2 rooms. So this Damodar description. The Damodar month is coming, and it will begin on the 18th of this October. So from that day, he'll observe Damodar Brata for 1 month, from 18th to 17th November. The duty will be that in the evening he'll offer candles, small candles, all of you, just before the deity, not within the room, outside the room, and chant the Damodar stop, Namami Saram. That is already printed in our song book. So this will be Damodar Brata. That Damodar is explained here. Srimati Kunti is also motherly. So, how Krishna was afraid of his mother, Jashoda, that is described here. Gopya, by your mother, Jashoda. The Vallabhacharya made a book of Krishna's various names, and he came to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to request him to hear that how he has described Krishna's name. At that time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that I know Krishna's 2 names, Shamasundar and Jasodastananda. Shamasundar, beautiful Shyama, Krishna, Jang Shamasundaram Achinta Gunasarupam. He's not Shyama. Shyama means blackish. But at the same time, the most beautiful. Here in this material world, if somebody is blackish, he cannot be called beautiful. But Krishna, although he is blackish, he is Sundaram, very, very beautiful. How much Sundaram? Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Sundaram. Kandarpa Koti. If you keep one side, millions of Cupid, still Krishna will appear more beautiful. Just like we sing, Nitai pada kamala koti chandra sushitala. Koti, millions of moons together, they cannot be so peaceful and cool as the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. These examples are given in the Shastra. They are not exaggeration but actual fact, and we have to take it in good faith. Then we will make advance in spiritual life. Otherwise, if we think these things are exaggeration in the Shastra or by the devotees, that is aparad, offense. So here it is said, Kitagasi. What is that Kitagasi? So, Krishna was offended before his mother. The mother, Yashoda, was taking care of the milk, and Krishna wanted to suck his breast. So, mother was very busy. So, when the milk was overflowing, he immediately left Krishna and went to take care of the milk. Krishna became very much angry. So, he went to the butter stove and broke the butter pot, spoiled it, and when Mother Yashoda saw that the child is breaking the butter pot, he immediately wanted to catch him, and Krishna fled away. Then, after all, he was a small child, and Mother Yashoda caught him and wanted to bind him with the rope. This is the fact. Kitagasi, then Gopya adade kitagasi tam, because you are offended, therefore he wanted to bind you. Dama. Dama means rope, flower. And what was your condition at that time? The condition was jati dasa. Dasa means condition. So he was crying. Lord Krishna, out of fear of his mother, now mother will bind me. So he was crying, and while crying, the tears washed the, what is called, kajal, mascara. So they are dropping, and he was fearful, crying, and his head was down, flapping. This condition. Niniya, bhaktrang niniya, face. See, he felt culprit that I have done wrong. Bhaya bhavana. You are so much afraid that mother will bind me. My freedom will be lost. Sitasya, in this way, when you are situated. So, Kunti Devi is remembering that scene, and she became astonished. Why? Bhiropi jad viveti. There is one thing, bhaya. Everyone is afraid of something that is called bhaya. So there is the personified bhaya, bhi. So he is also afraid of Krishna, because Krishna is the supreme being, controller, Ishvara, Parama Krishna. So he can control, just like the superintendent of police. So everyone is afraid of the superintendent of police, especially those criminals. They are very much afraid. But why the governor should be afraid of the police superintendent? As that is not possible, that is unnatural. Similarly, if there is any director of the fear department in the kingdom of Krishna, so he is afraid of Krishna because everyone is servant. Ekola Ishwar Krishna Arsha Bhritya. Whoever may be. Just like Goddess Kali, she is personified fear. Just imagine the bodily feature of Goddess Kali. She is killing all the asuras. So many asuras has been killed that all their heads have been made into a garland and she is putting on the shoulder. And one asura killed and she has taken the head in the left hand and the other hand is engaged with the, what is called, chopper. Kharga. What is the English of kharga? Chopper? Yeah. And she is standing. V means personified. Personified fearfulness. So, those who are criminals, they worship Kali, Goddess Kali. Mother, please excuse me. I am criminal. I'll give you one goat. So these things are going on in the name of worshipping God. But that is not God worship, that is worshipping the fearful personified by the criminals. Yes, Durga, Kali is expansion of Durga. Just like Vishnu is expansion of Krishna, similarly Krishna's energy has also many expansion. Dasu Mahavidya, there are many expansion of Durga because she has to look after the police department. Police department is there, but there are many officers in that police department. Similarly, Durga is the superintendent of police of this universe. Durga means the fort. Durga. Ga means going, and du means difficult. So, where you cannot go unless you accept so many difficulties, that is called Durga or fort. So, this universe, material world, is just like a Durga. You cannot escape. Conditioned soul, you cannot escape. It is very difficult. Daivijyesha gunamayi duratvaya. There are rules and regulations, just like immigration department, security department, same thing. These are simply reflection of the original function of the supreme government. So, this is just like prison house. You cannot escape so easily. If you try to escape, then you will be again punished. So, the V, the superintendent of police, the original superintendent is Durga. Durga means the protector of this Durga, where you cannot escape. So, she is also servant of Krishna. Therefore it is said, Bhirapi jad viveti. This Durga is the fearful personified, but still she cannot disobey Krishna's order. That is her position. Dashi. Mami vaja prapaddante mayametang taranti. The V, the fearful feature of Krishna's potency, can only excuse you when you are surrendered to Krishna. Otherwise, you have to suffer these material pangs. We can understand how we are materially inconvenienced. We have got such a nice house and we are living on the third floor, so nicely decorated with marble. But the Durga's agent, the flies, they can go there and disturb you, so much so that you would like to go away from this house. This is our position. So the V, the fearful personified agent, can punish you anywhere. You may think that I am very comfortably situated, but that fearful agent can go anywhere. So that fearful agent, Durga, is also fearful of Krishna. This is Krishna's position. Because she is servant. Srishti sthiti pralaya sadhana shakti reka chaiva jasya bhavanani vibharti Durga. She is so powerful, Durga, that she can create one universe. Just like Krishna can create, Krishna also creates through her agent. As it is stated, natasya karyam karanancha vidya. He does not do anything directly. But as soon as he desires, let there, sa ikhata, sa asrijata. These are the statements of the Vedas. In the Bible also, it is said, God desired, let there be creation. Is it not like that? And there was creation. Yes. The modern man, they cannot understand. What is this? If somebody says, let there be creation, and immediately that is ready, and he hasn't got to do it, these things are simply exaggeration. But now, that is the fact. God does not do anything by himself. He is so powerful. Simply by his will. There are so many agents and they are so powerful that immediately they can do it. But the foolish people, they cannot see the hands of God is working everywhere. So, Srishti sthiti maya dhakshena prakriti suvati sacharacharam. So prakriti, this material nature is working, and if one is criminal means we are. Just see the flies, the insects, how much they are suffering. Whole night they struggle to enjoy the lamp. And in the morning, all dead. All dead. This is their life. So we are thinking that we are better situated. No, we are not better situated. The principle is the same. That you come here, you accept a certain type of body and whole night or whole life. Night means ignorance, darkness. So in ignorance, you go on struggling whole life and then you become dead. Finished. The same thing. There is no difference between the life of the insect. Therefore, Prabhupada Saraswati says that these big demigods, Jatkarana Kataka Vaivavata. There is a verse, I forget it. Koivalanga Narakayat. Prabhupada Saraswati says that Koivalla, the impersonalist theory of becoming one, monist, with the Absolute. That is called Koivalla. So he says, Koivallam Narakayate. For a devotee who has got little favor of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, for him, this Koivalla Sukh, happiness of becoming one with the Supreme, is as good as the hell. Koivallam Narakaya. And Tidasapura Akasa Puspayate. Tidasapura means where 33 millions of demigods live, heavenly planets. It is something like phantasmagoria. Akasa Puspa, which is just like in Bengal, they say jokingly, Ghoradding. Ghoradding means a ghora, a horse never gives eggs. It is fantastic. It is not possible. Similarly, these heavenly planets for a Vaishnava is Ghoradding. They don't care for it. It is no fact. So Kaivallang Narakayate Tidasapura Akasa Puspayate. Kurmis, they want to go to the heavenly planet. This is the sarcastic remark upon the Kurmis. And Kaivallang Narakayate, a sarcastic remark upon the Gyanis. They want to become one. Kaivallang Narakayate Tidasapura Akasa Puspayate Duddhanta Indriya Kala Sarpapatali Pratkhata Dangstrayati. Duddhanta Indriya, our senses are very powerful. Duddhanta cannot control. Just like snake. Snakes, if you get some snakes here, it is very difficult to control. If you go to control immediately, it will bite and your life is finished. But mantra ausadi, those who know mantra and ausadi, they can control. But common man, they cannot control. But this Prabhupada Saraswati says that there is no control, there is no question of control. This snake is horrible, very fearful, so of it has got the poison teeth. Bisdam. So, sometimes the physicians, according to Ayurvedic system, they take out the poison from the teeth. They do not kill, but catch and take out the poison. So, if the poison teeth is taken away, the snake is no more fearful. So, Prabhupada Saraswati says, the Duddhanta Kala Sarpa Patali Prutkhata Dangostayat. Dangostayat is like the dentist, take away the teeth. Similarly, if one snake's poison teeth is taken away, so it is no more fearful. In Bengal it is said, Bisnai Kulopana Chakra. So, one who knows that this snake's poison teeth is taken away, he is not afraid. But this snake is fearful to the boys, to the children, not to the elderly. So anyone who has become devotee, for them, these senses which are compared with the snakes, they are not fearful. Just like Haridas Thakur. He was a young man, he has got all the senses, and the young girl, beautiful girl, came before him, but he was not fearful. Because the poison teeth is taken away of his senses. His senses being engaged in Krishna's service, it is no more controller or the sense proprietor. This is the question. Therefore Prabhupada Saraswati say that Duddanta, the senses are like the snakes. It is very difficult to control. But it can be controlled because the poison teeth is taken away. This is the position of devotee. Kaivalangana rakayate, tida sapura akasha pushpayate, duddanta indriya kala satpapatali pratkhata dangastrayate. And what is the other? Na vidhimahendradischa kichayate. I was going to come to this point. Vidhi mahendradischa kichayate. Vidhi means Brahma. And Mahendra means the king of heaven, Indradev. Such big man. What to speak of this Churchill or Subhash Bose? This big. They are kitayate. Kitayate man. A devotee thinks this Brahma and Indra exactly like this insect. That is the conception. But that is actually the fact. Everyone, it is the relative word. Relatively, it looks very gorgeous. But they actually, just like proportion, you put 5 upon 10 and 5 millions upon 10 million. The ratio is the same. Half. Similarly, these big men, these big politicians, they are struggling exactly like the insect. The whole life they struggle, and in the morning at a certain time there is heaps of dead body. That's all. We have seen it in Calcutta when there was Hindu-Muslim riot. They fought, and in Bagwaja there are heaps of dead bodies. And when it is dead body, nobody could understand who is Hindu and who is Muslim. Simply it was to be cleared from the road. So our position is like that. So we may be afraid of this fearful agent. But Krishna is not afraid of fearful agent. Because we should not. Therefore, Kunti is astonished. Vimohayati. This is my astonishment. How Krishna is afraid of his mother. Everyone is afraid of Krishna. That Krishna, Kunti admits that. Therefore, it is called Leela. Everything, whatever Krishna does, it is Leela. Leela means he is enjoying that fearful attitude of himself. Everyone praise him as the Supreme Lord. He is adored, he is worshipped. Nobody can be fearful to him. Nobody goes to Krishna, I have come to chastise you, Krishna. That is not possible. Nobody goes to the temple with the attitude, with a stick, I have come to chastise you. Everyone is praying. So when Krishna thinks that I wants to be chastised, at that time he becomes subordinate to his devotee to be chastised. This is Krishna's Leela. Krishna agrees. Then nobody comes to chastise me, all my devotees. If some devotee comes to chastise me, I would like it. So Krishna accepts such great devotee as his mother and father, and they are able to chastise Krishna. So these people, the Mayavadi people, they are trying to become one with the God. But a devotee doesn't like to be one with God, but better than God or higher than God. That is devotee. Devotee is so powerful that a devotee can claim to become higher than God. They can produce God, just like Jasodama, Devaki. He produced God, and God agrees. These Devaki and Vasudeva, they underwent severe penances, austerities, without any conjugal union. They undergone tapasya, and Krishna came to them that, what do you want? We want a son like you. So Krishna said, who can be equal to me? That is not possible. I shall become your son. This is the reason that Krishna took birth as the son of Devaki, because they become Krishna, Vasudeva and Devaki, or Mother Jasoda and Nanda, they became the father and mother of Krishna, and now they are chastising Krishna. It is not so easy thing. They had to undergo thousands of years and penances to take this position of chastising Krishna.